Hello everyone, welcome to BackRev Reviews. The first moment you see the 2026 Toyota Highlander, it doesn't announce itself with arrogance. It doesn't shout. It approaches you the way confidence always does. Quiet, composed, and impossible to ignore. Under the glow of streetlights at night, the sculpted body catches reflections like a calm ocean catching moonlight. The lines are cleaner now, more intentional, flowing from the bold front grille toward a silhouette that feels athletic without ever losing its sense of family-ready purpose. This is not just an SUV parked at the curb. It feels like a promise waiting for you to unlock it. As you walk closer, the details start to speak. The LED headlights come alive with a precise, almost surgical sharpness, giving the Highlander a gaze that feels intelligent rather than aggressive. The stance is planted and confident, wide enough to feel stable, tall enough to see over the world without looking down on it. Even standing still, it looks ready to move, like a long-distance runner waiting for the starting gun. Open the door, and the outside world fades. The sound is muted, refined, deliberate. Sliding into the driver's seat feels less like sitting down and more like settling in. The seat wraps around you with the kind of support you notice only after a few seconds, when your shoulders relax and your breathing slows. The materials under your fingertips, soft touch surfaces, stitched leather, cool metallic accents, tell a story of craftsmanship that's grown more confident with time. The cabin feels open, airy, almost architectural. Light pours in through the panoramic roof, transforming the interior during the day and turning night drives into something quietly magical. Ambient lighting glows gently along the dash and doors after sunset, not bright enough to distract, just enough to make every journey feel intentional. This isn't a cockpit designed to overwhelm you with technology. It's a space designed to work with you, to understand how you live, how you drive, how you travel. The steering wheel fits naturally in your hands, with controls that feel intuitive, as if you've known them for years. The digital display ahead of you is crisp and calm, delivering information with clarity instead of clutter. The center screen responds smoothly, seamlessly integrating navigation, music, and connectivity, but never stealing attention from the road ahead. Everything feels placed exactly where it should be, as if the Highlander was designed by people who actually drive. Press the start button, and the engine comes to life with a refined, restrained confidence. There's no dramatic roar here, just a smooth, reassuring hum that suggests capability without unnecessary drama. Pull out onto the road, and the Highlander moves with surprising grace. The steering is light but precise, making city streets feel smaller and easier to navigate. Potholes and uneven pavement are absorbed quietly, almost politely, as if the suspension is apologizing for the road's imperfections. As speed builds, the Highlander reveals another side of its personality. Acceleration is confident and linear, never rushed, never strained. Merging onto the highway feels effortless, the power delivery smooth and predictable. The cabin remains remarkably quiet, with wind and road noise kept at bay, allowing conversations to flow and music to breathe. Long drives feel shorter here. Traffic feels less stressful. Time seems to slow down just a little. On winding roads, the Highlander stays composed, balanced, and sure-footed. It doesn't pretend to be a sports car, but it doesn't shy away from engagement either. There's a reassuring sense of control, a feeling that the vehicle is always one step ahead, quietly supporting every decision you make behind the wheel. Whether you're carrying passengers, cargo, or just your thoughts, it adapts without complaint. The second and third rows are more than just afterthoughts. Step into the back, and you realize this is a vehicle designed for real people and real lives. Legroom is generous, seating positions feel natural, and even longer journeys don't come with the usual fatigue. The air feels cooler, the space calmer, the ride just as smooth as it is up front. This is a place where kids fall asleep, conversations happen, and memories quietly form. At night, the Highlander truly comes into its own. The headlights carve clean paths through darkness, illuminating the road ahead with confidence. Inside, the gentle glow of the interior lighting creates an atmosphere that that feels almost cinematic. Driving through empty highways or quiet suburban streets, there's a sense of peace, a feeling that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. When it comes to pricing, the 2026 Toyota Highlander positions itself thoughtfully. It doesn't chase extravagance for its own sake, and it doesn't cut corners where it matters most. What you're paying for isn't just features or numbers on a spec sheet. You're investing in comfort that lasts, technology that feels human, and reliability that quietly supports every chapter of your life. It feels less like a purchase and more like a long-term partnership. The 2026 Toyota Highlander isn't trying to redefine what an SUV is. Instead, it refines what an SUV should feel like. Calm when you need peace, capable when you need strength, elegant when you want something more than just transportation. It's the kind of vehicle that doesn't demand attention, yet earns respect every single day. And as you park it at the end of the drive, turn off the engine and step back into the world. There's a lingering sense that the journey doesn't end when the road does.